you've had a couple of days to kind of watch film, talk to coaches, review your performance at Florida State. How do you feel that you did in the game?
I did okay. If they asked me if I had to grade myself, I'd give myself a C to a C+. There were a lot of mental mistakes that I made that I need to clean up to make sure that the offense is successful as possible. At the same time, I didn't do everything wrong, so I played an okay game, and I'm fairly happy with it.
A little harsh on yourself.
I have to be, because at this position, you have to be as hard on yourself as possible to make sure that you can be as successful as possible. If you go out and you ask Drew Brees or Russell Wilson if they've thrown 2 interceptions in a game, how they grade themselves, they'd probably say they give themselves an F, because that's not something that you can do with as much pressure that's on us. Like, if you want to go out and win, you can't turn the ball over.
Now, looking back at your performance, what are some of the things you would have changed or would have done differently in that game?
In the case where I threw my first interception, I probably should have just sat in the pocket and taken a hit while delivering the ball to Steve, because had I thrown to Steve, we'd probably be talking about 3 touchdowns right now rather than 2. And if that wasn't the case, I should have just taken a sack and not tried to run all the way to my left and throw the ball across my body out of bounds. But it goes along with that. And then the second interception, instead of keeping my eyes on Jared, I probably should have came through my read and made sure that there was other guys open on the play, that I just have to make that play.
Now, as an offensive player, what are some of the strengths and skills that you feel that you can contribute to this offense as you're adjusting to starting in the game?
I just try to make every play possible. I'm really competitive, and I'm gonna do anything that it takes to make sure the offense is successful. And I just want people to have fun watching football. That's what football is meant to do. It was meant to be fun to watch, and it's supposed to be competitive. So at the end of the day, that's my only goal.
Now, you clearly have a very good relationship with the rest of your offensive team and family. How do you feel that they've been supporting you throughout this experience?
They're great. I love them. They've this entire week, last week, they were just like, hey, come on, it's your turn to go. We're going to follow you to the end, win, lose, draw. It's been great to hear it from them, to hear it from Cam Lynch and the guys on defense. It's just one big family. Everybody picks on each other, everybody gets into fights, but at the end of the day, we all have each other's back.
Now, is it a little bit surreal for you, thinking about a year ago you were playing high school football? What was the moment in the game that you really felt comfortable in your shoes on the field against Florida State?
Really, it was the first play of the game. It didn't really hit me into the third quarter, but on the first play, I was calm, cool, collecting, just ready to go. But in the third quarter, it hit me like, wow, you're playing Division I football against the #1 team in the country. And at that point, we were only down by 18, and we were about to have the ball back again. And I was just like, why not upset them? Why not just go out there and play football the way that you've been taught and you know how, and just have fun with it?
Now, moving into Wake Forest, you've traveled before, but this time, preparation any different? What are you looking forward to about going on the road this time?
This time I actually get to play. Last time at Central Michigan, it was just like, oh, it's cool, we get to be here, I get to see how things are. This time it's completely different. It's, all right, you're going on the road, but now it's a business trip. The last one was too, but it's a little bit different now with playing. So I'm going to make sure mentally I'm as prepared as I've ever been, because Wake Forest is going to be loud. It's going to get crazy. People down in North Carolina, they love their football. It's going to be fun.
All right. Well, thank you so much, AJ.